Hey guys, let's get more news about Dallas, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Cowboys seemingly throw out ridiculous QB idea. The Dallas Cowboys are prepping for a high-profile Thanksgiving game against the New York Giants, and all eyes on the team to see if they can pull out a win. With the Cowboys relying on backup quarterbacks for the rest of the season, some NFL analysts and experts have tagged the Cowboys to a veteran quarterback who could fill the gap for the rest of the season. But, now that idea seems to have been put to rest, with some even calling the idea ridiculous. In an interview with 105.3 The Fan, Stephen Jones, Cowboys director of player personnel, said that Dallas isn't planning on signing former New York Giants quarterback Daniel Jones, who is now a free agent. "No. I think we're in good shape at our quarterback spot," he said when asked about bringing the quarterback on. "We think Cooper gives us the best chance to win right now, and certainly we still want to see some. We'll kind of see how the season goes here." He added that the Cowboys still really want to see Trey Lance and what he brings to the table, and that we all know we made our commitment to Dak Prescott for the long term. Jerry Trotta of the Laundry Hat thinks the Cowboys are on the right track with this decision. In a November 26 feature, he calls Jones heading to the Cowboys a ridiculous idea. As hilarious as it would have been if Jones was wearing a star on his helmet on Thanksgiving versus the Giants, it never made any sense, the NFL analyst and expert added. Not only is Dallas confident in Rush, but Trey Lance is still hanging around as QB2. Trotta says he isn't against signing Jones in 2025 to serve as a backup to Prescott, but as far as a last-ditch pickup to salvage the season, though, adding Danny Dimes would have done nothing but create more headlines and distractions. As for where Jones could end up, Trotta says he would thrive with a team that has a staff good at developing young quarterbacks, which makes sense. Even with Trotta putting to rest the idea of Jones showing up as a Cowboy on Thanksgiving, some NFL analysts still think it would be a good move. While the Cowboys are 4-7 and on the outside looking in, they could use a short-term QB1 upgrade with Dak Prescott out for the season, Sanjesh Singh of NBC New York said in a November 24 piece. Jones is better than Cooper Rush and Trey Lance and also has deep familiarity with the NFC East. Cooper Rush has been a viable option for the Cowboys since Dak Prescott suffered a season-ending hamstring injury, Wendell Ferreira of A to Z Sports added in a November 25 feature. However, Jones would be an upgrade over backup Trey Lance, and probably over Rush as soon as he picked up the offense. Also, Jerry Jones would certainly feel good about getting a former Giants quarterback. Tyler Brook of the 33rd team adds that an upgrade is needed at the position if the Cowboys are still determined to keep fighting for a wild-card spot, however unlikely. Brook adds that Pernfellow, Rush is 43rd out of 46 qualified quarterbacks in EPA per drop back. He's also 40th in success rate. CeeDee Lamb drops painfully honest 2024 season admission. The Dallas Cowboys came away with a wild win over the Washington Commanders in Week 12. The team scored a combined 41 fourth-quarter points, and the Cowboys survived a last-second surge by Washington to get the victory and snap a 5-game losing streak. Despite dealing with back and foot injuries, CeeDee Lamb suited up for the contest and produced a team-high 10 receptions for 67 yards. After contributing to a memorable upset win over a division rival, Lamb acknowledged the toll this season has taken. "This is definitely one of the toughest years for me, body-wise. But that ain't stopping nothing. That's for sure," Lamb said per The Athletic's John Machota on X. "I'm banged up, I'm not even going to lie to you. I'm willing to do whatever, to go out there and do whatever to have my presence felt. I'm all for the team winning, as you can tell," Lamb added. In Week 11, Lamb was a game-time decision for the Cowboys' Monday night matchup against the Houston Texans. The All-Pro wideout was able to take the field and grabbed 8 receptions for 93 yards, but Dallas got eviscerated by the Texans. The humiliating 34-10 blowout was the Cowboys' fifth straight loss at home, marking the first time the franchise started the season 0-5 in Dallas since 1989. Despite being banged up for several weeks, Lamb has yet to miss a game this season. The Cowboys' leading WR has 77 catches for 841 yards and 4 touchdowns on the year. To say he's important to Dallas offense is an understatement, as Lamb has 431 more yards than the Cowboys' second-leading wideout Jalen Tolbert. The fifth-year veteran has twice as many receptions and yards as Tolbert through 11 games. However, Lamb is apparently not valuable enough for Jerry Jones to consider using curtains to block the sun that streams into AT&T Stadium. After Lamb dropped an easy touchdown when he was blinded by the glare, the receiver suggested using curtains. But Jones shut that down with a bizarre but firm anti-curtain tirade. Lamb did draw some criticism from talking head Shannon Sharpe after the three-time Pro Bowler was seen filming a music video in a nightclub with Trayvon Diggs. The incident occurred after the Cowboys were roughed up by the Texans, a game that Lamb nearly missed due to injury. Dallas will host the 2-9 New York Giants on Thanksgiving Day. The Cowboys have played on the holiday nearly every year since 1966. They have a 33-22-1 all-time record in Thanksgiving games. Legendary Cowboys coach Jimmy Johnson makes Deion Sanders' prediction. While the Dallas Cowboys continue to nosedive this season under Mike McCarthy, speculation about the future of the coaching position for America's team has reached a boiling point. There's a strong belief that the Cowboys will be looking for a new coach when this season is over, despite what Jerry Jones may be saying publicly. If Dallas does end up looking for a new head coach, one of the leading favorites to take over is former Cowboys star Deion Sanders, who is currently leading the Colorado Buffaloes in Boulder. While the path for Coach Prime to take over in Dallas makes sense, the Cowboys could draft QB Shedeur Sanders and hire Deion as a package deal. One legendary Dallas coach doesn't see the plan coming to fruition. Jimmy Johnson thinks the Cowboys will go a different direction. "I don't think that will happen," Johnson said on FS1's The Facility. "Don't get me wrong, I love Deion. But his strength is bringing in talent. He's got an outstanding coaching staff, that's one reason why they've gotten where they are. But I don't see it happening there in Dallas." After making a name for himself coaching at Jackson State, Sanders took over at Colorado a year ago, with minimal success. The Buffs went 4-8 in 2023, but turned things around in a massive way this season. Before their loss to Kansas last week, Colorado was 8-2 with an inside track to get to the Big 12 championship game and the college football playoff. Does that success at the college level mean that Coach Prime can find similar success in the NFL? Maybe not, but Sanders has proved at Colorado that what he is doing has worked so far. It helps that he has a talented quarterback and one of the best two-way prospects we've seen in decades with Travis Hunter. Regardless of what happens, it's clear that the next month or two of news out of Colorado and Dallas are going to be interesting to watch. And you, fan? What do you think of the situation of Deion Sanders? Leave your opinion in the comments.